Greetings, quiet warriors. Every morning you have a choice. You can surrender the next 24 hours to chaos, to distraction, to reactive emotions, or you can seize it with intention and purpose. Every morning you have a battlefield of thoughts, a silent war raging in your mind before the world even stirs. And how you speak to yourself in these early hours will determine whether you walk through the day as a master of your mind or as a slave to circumstance. The first words you say to yourself are like planting seeds in fertile soil. Those seeds grow. They become actions. They become habits. They become the life you lead. The early hours of the morning is a sacred moment. A moment that determines everything that comes after it. A moment when your mind is quiet enough to be shaped and your intentions are strong enough to set the direction of your entire day. The morning is not just a time of day. It is the birthplace of your mindset, your strength, your resilience, and your identity. And the way you speak to yourself in the morning becomes the script you live out for the rest of the day. The Stoics understood this with unflinching clarity. Marcus Aurelius began each morning by preparing his mind for the world. He reminded himself of what he could control, what he could not, and what kind of person he intended to be. Epictetus reminded himself that it is not events that disturb people but their judgments about events. Seneca reflected on how each new beginning is shaped by what came before but is also an opportunity to shape what comes next. Mornings are your chance to become the architect of your thoughts, the guardian of your emotions, and the sculptor of your destiny. That is why the way you talk to yourself each morning is not just a habit. It is a weapon. It is a shield. It is discipline. It is mental armor. It is the foundation that determines how you walk, speak, breathe, react, and choose throughout the day. If you speak weakness into yourself, you move through the day with weakness. If you speak chaos into yourself, you move with chaos. But if you speak strength, boundaries, focus, discipline, and gratitude into yourself, you move with clarity and unshakable peace. This video is your morning training. You will learn 10 powerful declarations to anchor yourself in Stoic strength every day. 10 truths that will shape how you think, how you feel, how you act, and how you grow. When you say them with presence and intention, they rewire your mind for clarity and resilience. They remind you of who you are and who you are becoming. Warrior, listen closely, absorb these messages deeply, and speak them into yourself with full awareness. And before we begin, take a moment to ground yourself. Breathe slowly. Feel the weight of your chest rise and fall. Let your mind settle. And prepare yourself, because if you control your morning, you control your day. And if you control your day, you control your life. If you are ready, type "I am ready" in the comments, like the video, share it with someone who needs strength, and remember to subscribe for more Stoic guidance. Now let us begin. The first morning declaration is simple but life-changing. I am responsible for how today feels. Many people wake up and surrender their emotions before they even leave their bed. They let traffic decide how they feel. They let messages decide how they feel. They let other people decide how they feel. They wake up and walk into the world like victims of everything that might happen. But the Stoics never approached life that way. Epictetus taught that the only true power any human being has is over their own thoughts and responses. He said that events do not disturb us but the meaning we attach to them does. This means your emotional state is not controlled by circumstances. It is controlled by interpretation. Imagine waking up, stretching, and immediately checking your notifications. You see messages, emails, or missed calls. Your heart rate spikes. Your mind becomes overwhelmed. In that moment, you have already handed your emotional power away. But if instead you wake up and say to yourself, I am responsible for how today feels, you reclaim control before the world even enters. You remind yourself that no matter what happens, your reaction is your choice. So when you wake up, affirm your leadership over your inner world. Say it with intention. I am responsible for how today feels. When you claim this, nothing owns you. You walk through the day with authority instead of fragility. The second morning declaration is powerful. Nothing can disturb my peace without my permission. Your mind is a fortress, warrior. And peace is the gate to that fortress. But too many people leave the gate open all day long. They allow noise, drama, negativity, and chaos to walk straight in. Peace is not something you find. Peace is something you guard. Marcus Aurelius taught that if you are disturbed by anything external, the pain is not caused by the thing but by your judgment of it. This means that peace is not what happens outside of you. Peace is what you allow inside of you. Imagine you are sitting in your room. It is quiet. Suddenly you hear a loud noise outside. You have a choice. You can let that noise disturb your inner peace, or you can simply observe it and remain unmoved. The Stoics trained themselves to create a pause between stimulus and reaction. That pause is your power. When someone speaks to you with disrespect, pause. When plans change unexpectedly, pause. When something triggers your emotions, pause. In that moment of pause, you decide what enters your inner fortress. Think of your mind as a gated community. Not everyone gets a pass. Not every situation deserves entry. Not every word deserves your attention. You choose what you let in. And when you start your morning saying nothing can disturb my peace without my permission, you strengthen your boundaries. You remind yourself that peace is owned internally, not given externally. This declaration turns you into a guardian of your inner world, and a guardian is always stronger than an intruder. The third morning declaration is profound. Today, I focus only on what I can control. This is the heart of Stoicism. The Stoics believe that life becomes simpler and more peaceful when you separate what is within your power from what is not. Epictetus explained that some things are within our control, such as our judgments, actions, intentions, and efforts. And many things are not, such as the actions of others, the weather, traffic, delays, or outcomes. When you waste energy on the uncontrollable, your mind becomes exhausted and anxious. Imagine 3 circles. The outermost circle holds things you cannot control at all. The middle circle holds things you can influence but not fully direct. And the inner circle holds your actions, attitudes, and choices. The Stoics taught that your energy should remain in the inner circle. If you keep focusing on the outer circle, you drain your mental strength. So when you wake up in the morning and declare that today you focus only on what you can control, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. Imagine you have a busy day ahead. You do not know how people will behave. You do not know how events will unfold. You do not know how situations will change. But you do know how you will respond. You know the effort you will put in. You know the intention you will bring. When you keep your attention inside your circle of control, you become unstoppable because you remove the weight of things you were never meant to carry. The fourth morning declaration is deeply grounding. My worth is not measured by today's outcomes. Too many people let the events of a single day determine how they see themselves. A good day and they feel valuable. A bad day and they question their worth. This is emotional and psychological slavery. The Stoics understood that your true value comes from your character, not your circumstances. Seneca lived through the rise and fall of political power. He lost status, influence, and wealth multiple times. And yet, he remained grounded because he understood that external achievements can disappear overnight. When you tie your worth to success, failure destroys you. When you tie your worth to productivity, rest feels like guilt. When you tie your worth to approval, rejection becomes agony. But when you tie your worth to your inner qualities, such as integrity, resilience, kindness, discipline, and wisdom, no event can shake you. Imagine a man who works tirelessly and ends the day with unfinished tasks. He could call himself useless or lazy or behind. Or he can say that his value is not tied to the outcome but to the effort and honesty he brought to it. Your worth is something you carry within you, not something that changes with circumstances. When you affirm each morning that your worth is not measured by outcomes, you free yourself from the emotional roller coaster of daily wins and losses. You walk through the day with dignity rather than desperation. The fifth morning declaration is a warrior declaration. I will act, not just intend. Many people have dreams. Many people have goals. Many people say they want to do great things. But intention without action is fantasy. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself each morning to rise and do the work of a human being. He knew that talk means nothing if not followed by action. The world is full of people with good intentions. Very few take consistent intelligent action. Imagine someone who says they want to get stronger but never trains. Someone who says they want success but never practices discipline. Someone who says they want peace but never sets boundaries. Someone who says they want confidence but never takes difficult steps. The gap between intention and action is where most dreams die. But when you begin your morning by saying I will act, not just intend, you narrow the gap. You give your day a clear mission. You become someone who does what needs to be done regardless of mood. You become someone who chooses commitment over convenience. Someone who understands that small actions done daily build massive results over time. In the morning, speak this declaration with authority. Tell yourself that today you will be a person of action. And that every step forward, no matter how small, builds the future version of you that you respect. The sixth morning declaration is a declaration of strength. Every challenge is a chance to grow stronger. The Stoics did not fear difficulty. They saw challenge as the training ground for greatness. Marcus Aurelius said that what stands in the way becomes the way. The obstacle is the path. Challenges are not interruptions to your journey. They are part of your journey. They shape your character. They build your resilience. They teach you what comfort cannot teach you. Imagine fire. Butter melts in fire but steel hardens in fire. Which one are you becoming? One that melts or one that strengthens? The Stoics chose to become steel. When something hard happens in your day, you have two choices. You can say why me and fall into victimhood. Or you can say this is training and step forward with courage. Every morning, remind yourself that the day will bring challenges. And instead of fearing them, choose to welcome them as opportunities to become wiser, stronger, and more grounded. The seventh morning declaration is a declaration of freedom. I will not compare my journey to anyone else's. Comparison is one of the greatest destroyers of peace and progress. It makes people forget their own path and obsess over someone else's footsteps. It makes people despise their own growth because someone else seems ahead. It makes people blind to their blessings because they are too busy watching the blessings of others. The Stoics understood the poison of comparison. Epictetus reminded his students that the man who constantly looks to see what his neighbor says or does becomes distracted from his own life. You cannot walk your path while staring at someone else's road. Modern life has made comparison even more dangerous. People wake up and immediately scroll through other people's achievements, bodies, wealth, opportunities, vacations, relationships, and success. They compare their reality to someone else's highlight. They compare their quiet morning to someone else's perfectly edited life. They compare their efforts to someone else's results. And this comparison suffocates joy. It suffocates self-respect. It suffocates momentum. It makes people believe that they are behind when the truth is that they are simply on a different timeline. Imagine a seed underground. It looks like nothing is happening. It looks still. It looks lifeless. But something is happening beneath the surface. Growth is occurring invisibly. Roots are forming. Foundations are developing. And then suddenly one day it breaks through the ground. That is how your journey works. You grow quietly until one day your progress becomes visible. But if that seed spent its time comparing itself to trees that are already tall, it would stop growing altogether. When you wake up and declare that you will not compare your journey to anyone else's, you reclaim your joy. You reclaim your timeline. You reclaim your identity. You remind yourself that your story is unique, and that your focus belongs on your lane. You begin to compete with your previous self instead of competing with strangers on the internet. And this is where real growth begins. The 8th morning declaration is one of the most powerful in Stoic practice. I choose discipline over motivation. Many people wait for motivation to decide their actions. They wait to feel ready. They wait to feel inspired. They wait to feel energized. But motivation is unstable. Motivation is emotional. Motivation fades quickly. Discipline is stable. Discipline is consistent. Discipline is the ability to act based on commitment rather than feelings. The Stoics trained their discipline like a muscle. Cato, one of the great Stoic examples, walked barefoot in winter to develop resilience. He wore simple clothing to reject luxury. He trained himself to endure discomfort so that his mind would remain strong regardless of circumstances. He understood that comfort weakens the will while discipline strengthens it. Imagine waking up early on a cold morning. Motivation whispers stay in bed. Discipline says rise and complete your mission. Imagine having goals that require long hours of practice. Motivation whispers maybe later. Discipline says now. Imagine needing to say no to temptations that pull you away from your purpose. Motivation gets easily distracted. Discipline stays rooted. When you begin your morning with the declaration that you choose discipline over motivation, you align yourself with warriors of the mind. You turn your commitments into commands. You begin acting from principle rather than impulse. And slowly, day by day, your discipline builds a life that motivation could never sustain. The 9th morning declaration is one that opens your heart. Gratitude will shape how I see the day. Gratitude is not a soft idea. Gratitude is a psychological weapon that changes how your brain interprets reality. Humans naturally focus on what is missing, what went wrong, what could be better. Gratitude shifts attention to what is present, what is possible, and what is already good. It trains the mind to notice abundance rather than lack. The Stoics practiced gratitude through a method called negative visualization. They would imagine losing the things they loved. Not to feel sadness, but to feel appreciation. When you imagine losing something, you automatically appreciate its presence more deeply. Your breath. Your heartbeat. Your legs that move. Your eyes that see. Your ears that hear. Your access to clean water. Your ability to wake up in a bed. Your ability to walk freely. These are miracles that billions of people have prayed for. But most forget to appreciate them. Imagine waking up and immediately thinking about all the tasks ahead. Stress begins its work instantly. But imagine waking up and noticing that your heart is beating without you asking it to. Your lungs are breathing without effort. Your body is functioning automatically. You open your eyes and light enters. You stand up and your legs carry you. You drink water and hydrate your entire system. You turn on your phone or your light switch and electricity flows. These ordinary moments are extraordinary blessings. When you choose gratitude each morning, your mind becomes more resilient. You become less reactive, less jealous, less stressed, less entitled. Gratitude turns anxiety into awareness. It turns frustration into patience. It turns comparison into appreciation. It turns ordinary mornings into sacred beginnings. When you declare that gratitude will shape your day, you train your brain to see opportunity instead of obstacles. The 10th morning declaration brings everything together. I will end the day better than I started. This is the foundation of daily improvement. Not perfection. Not extreme leaps. Just consistent growth. 1% better each day. 1 moment of wisdom gained. 1 moment of self-control. 1 moment of courage. 1 decision that aligns with your highest self. Seneca practiced a powerful exercise every night. He reviewed his actions honestly. He asked himself where he had acted well, where he had acted poorly, and where he could improve. He used each day as a teacher. He did not judge himself harshly. He simply learned from his mistakes and strengthened his virtues. When you wake up and declare that you will end the day better than you started, you commit to the long game. You commit to the slow-burning process of self-mastery. You accept that greatness is built in quiet increments. Imagine someone who improves 1% each day. At the end of the year, they are not 365% better. They are 37 times better. That is the power of compounding improvement. Small changes done consistently shape destiny. Imagine a warrior who trains every day. Some days he feels strong. Some days he feels weak. Some days he feels motivated. Some days he feels tired. But he keeps training. He keeps improving. And eventually his discipline builds a power that inspiration could never create. You must become that warrior. You must commit to improving even when you do not feel like it. You must speak growth into your mornings so that wisdom can enter your evenings. Warrior, when you combine all 10 declarations, you build a morning ritual that transforms you at the deepest level. You take responsibility for your emotions. You guard your peace with strength. You focus on what you control. You detach your worth from outcomes. You act instead of intend. You grow through challenges. You eliminate comparison. You choose discipline over motivation. You practice gratitude. You aim to end the day wiser and stronger. Imagine waking up every day with these 10 truths in your mind. Imagine carrying them through your day like armor. Imagine how much calmer you would be. How much more focused. How much more confident. How much more disciplined. How much more aware. Imagine the version of you that emerges after 30 days of this. 60 days. A year. This is how warriors are built. Not in battles, but in mornings. Your morning is your quiet forge. Your morning is the place where you craft your mind. Your morning is the sacred ground where your character is shaped. The Stoics believed that greatness does not come from luck. It comes from habit, from repetition, from intentional practice. And your morning declarations are your daily practice. As we move into the closing message of this video, I want you to reflect on something Seneca said. He said that it is not that our lives are short but that we waste much of it. We waste our mornings on distractions. We waste our energy on things outside our control. We waste our attention on comparison. We waste our potential on procrastination. But today, right now, you make a different choice. You choose to reclaim your mornings. You choose to direct your thoughts. You choose to strengthen your inner world. You choose to speak power into yourself. You choose to shape the direction of your day with intention rather than chaos. You choose the mindset of a Stoic warrior. If there is one message you carry with you after this script, let it be this. If you control your morning, you control your day. If you control your day, you control your habits. If you control your habits, you control your character. And if you control your character, you control your destiny. Morning is the birthplace of destiny. Warrior, as you move into your next morning, repeat these truths. Speak them with presence. Speak them with commitment. Speak them with the awareness that you are shaping the life you desire. And remember that consistency, not intensity, creates transformation. If you found value in this message, like the video, share it with someone who needs strength, and subscribe for more videos to build Stoic quiet strength. You are becoming stronger. You are becoming wiser. You are becoming more grounded. And this journey begins every morning with the words you choose to speak. This is your morning secret. This is your morning power. This is the way of the Stoic warrior. This is Stoic quiet strength, power in silence.